Riding the PCH to Santa Barbara. This is part 24 of our second ride, cross-country from Texas to California and back. Riding most of the day on the Pacific Coast Highway, the PCH, also called Highway 1. Starting our ride just south of San Simeon. The PCH is known for its twists and turns. One reason, it's a popular motorcycle road. Also for its beauty, as it hugs the California coast at the Pacific Ocean. This section of the PCH has many free parking lots for lookouts. Most of the parking at the state beaches has a fee. Riding into the town of San Simeon. This is the tourist part of San Simeon, not the original town. The original town is close to where we started this ride. The original San Simeon is where the workers that worked at Hearst Castle lived. William Randolph Hearst Memorial State Beach. There is a William Randolph Hearst Memorial Beach, and that is in the historic area of San Simeon. That is the one with the pier and the one that comes up in a Google search. This, the Memorial State Beach, is the one with the campground. The town of Cambria. The historic downtown of Cambria is a few blocks to the left. There are many hotel waterfront options at the north end of the city. A large part of the waterfront is parkland. At the north is beach, and the south end is cliff hiking trails. Although steady traffic, no busy traffic. No one-to-lane split in this area. Another group of riders. We've noticed the smaller, thinner bikes are more popular here. Guessing that's to make lane splitting easier. Estero Bay. This is another large area of parkland, with many parking lots, with trails going to the bluffs, beaches, and connecting. The town of Cayucos. Cayucos has a state beach at the north and south end of the town, with homes on the waterfront property between. Cayucos State Beach on the north end is the larger of the two public beaches, and it has a pier. Moreau Bay. Moreau Bay also has a large state beach, Moreau Strand State Beach. At the north end, there is a dog beach. entering the town part of Morobe. To our right in the fog is Moreau Rock. The public beach goes along the town to the rock. Found some traffic again in San Luis Obispo. Highway 1 and Highway 101 merge in this town. Back to the coast at San Luis Obispo Bay. There are many small communities along the bay. The 101 is definitely much busier than Highway 1. Glad we're on the bikes and can lane split through the traffic. The cars are really good and for the most part move out of our way. I am more comfortable with the Harley going in front of me. The pipes are much louder and let people know we're coming. This is where Highway 1 and Highway 101 split. We stayed on the 101 for a short time so we could ride through Santa Maria. Santa Maria. And still lots of traffic. We are riding down Broadway, which is the main street in the town. Highway 101 is a few blocks to our east. Santa Maria is 10 miles inland. Although Highway 101 is not a straight road, it's much straighter than Highway 1. Highway 101 does not run along the ocean, but runs east of the Coast Range Mountains. This is the mountain range that runs along the Pacific Ocean. Back on the PCH, the Pacific Coast Highway, also called Highway 1. Happy to have the road to ourselves again. Fog or precipitation that comes in from the Pacific Ocean is stopped by the coastal mountain range, keeping the area west of the fog line wet enough to be green and east often more desert-like. The farther south, the less precipitation. In some of my previous videos, when we were farther north, from Sonoma County to San Francisco, the trees were bigger and there were more of them. We were also riding the PCH along the coast. The California Coast Range runs for 400 miles. From Humboldt County in the north to Santa Barbara County in the south. Once again, Highway 101 and Highway 1 combine. We are on the outskirts of Las Cruces. The highways combine here to go through Gaviota Pass, and they stay combined to Santa Barbara. Northbound traffic goes through a tunnel at Gaviota Pass. Gaviota Pass is known as the entranceway to Central California. Since we are going south, we would be exiting Central California. The town of Gaviota. We didn't see a town, but there is a state beach and campground. This section of the highway is one of the longest in North America, going east to west along the Pacific Ocean. It is a 30-mile stretch from Gaviota to Santa Barbara. Refugio State Beach. This is a state beach and campground. At the outskirts of Santa Barbara. We did visit and stay in Santa Barbara on our first ride to California and back to Texas. I will add the link in the description below. We did see the old mission, visit the courthouse, and of course swim at the beach on our first visit. We didn't have the time to stay on this ride through. We are riding through downtown Santa Barbara. Santa Barbara is known for its Spanish colonial-style buildings. Downtown has museums, spas, shops, and restaurants. Santa Barbara does have a public market, as well as a tasting tour of the local restaurants. There are places to rent bicycles in Santa Barbara and miles of paths that run through the city. There is a bike map just for the bicycle trails. We are going under Highway 1 and Highway 101. The Amtrak station is to the right. The perfect place to get on or off a train if visiting Santa Barbara. The Wolf Museum of Exploration and Innovation is on our right. This is a hands-on science museum. We are going over Mission Creek. Stearns Wharf is in front of us. There are restaurants and a museum on the wharf. On our last visit, we walked along the beach and to the end of the wharf at night. We were surprised you can drive on the wharf. To our right is Chase Palm Park, and East Beach. To the left is mostly hotels. This is the beach we swam at last time we were here. The photo at the beginning of the video is taken from the east end of East Beach. It surprised me how well you can see the oil rigs from land. They are approximately 2 miles offshore. They are visible on Google Maps. One of the few parking lots on the beach. Saw an open spot, so I got it. I'm parked on the left. Had a quick look at the beach and the map, and time to go. Only a few more chances to lane split before we're out of traffic. This little blue thing is a Santa Barbara buggy. You can rent them by the hour or go on a tour. We are riding through downtown Santa Barbara on State Street. This is the main street. Thanks for joining us as we continue our ride south on the Pacific Coast Highway. If you enjoyed this video, please hit like, subscribe, and add any comments below. Hit the notification button and you'll be notified for our next video as we ride into the Los Padres National Forest. Please subscribe to my page on YouTube and Facebook at Biking with Butterfly and Instagram at BikingWB.